Urgent real time FOMC, macroeconomics, political everything forecast. This is interest rates. And everyone thinks right now that because interest rates have been going up super, super high, that this is because of inflation. So I decided to check and see if, in fact, interest rates going up by the Fed actually caused inflation to go down and make the economy better. Isn't that an easy thing to check? Isn't that a pretty much a no-brainer? Let's see what happened. Blue line is interest rates going really, really high over the last 2 years, you can see. And the green line is inflation. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Inflation is doing inflation's thing. No, this is way back, is far back as 2005, 2004. Interest rates going up didn't do a damn thing to inflation. Interest rate going down didn't do a damn thing to inflation. Interest rates did nothing. This is 9 years. The Fed didn't change any interest rates from 29 to 2016. They didn't change anything. They didn't do a thing, and yet inflation kept going up. And then what they did was they started raising interest rates because everyone knows that if you raise interest rates, inflation will go down. They raised interest rates, this blue line, by a ton, and yet inflation went down? Look at this. No impact, zero effect at all. So all you have to do is look from 2016 all the way to 2019, 2020. This is 4 years of data you had. 4 years of data, and they changed the interest rates every month. What is that? 12 times 4, 48 months of data, 48 points of data, and no impact whatsoever. And they still think that they can change inflation by adjusting interest rates? Wait, that's the narrative they're telling you right now. That's what they're telling you. Now are you starting to get a little pissed off? You're being lied to again by the media. Look at this. They reduced the inflation down to zero, or interest rates down to zero. Inflation just kept doing its thing. Didn't care, didn't give a shit. There's absolutely no correlation. So, since the narrative of interest rates are there to reduce inflation is there, and obviously it's a flat out fucking lie, I decided to check what correlations are there. And these are our contenders. Let's look at the next one. Way back here somewhere, Janet Yellen, you remember Yellen, right? The bowl hair lady, and the guy behind her that said the Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin sign guy. That's her. She said, hey, unemployment's horrible, so what we're going to do, we're going to raise something, do something to this is interest, Fed interest rate, to calm down unemployment, to actually... So I checked unemployment, because that's what Janet Yellen said. Here's unemployment rate, Bureau of Labor Statistics. Let's turn this on and see what it looks like. Bam. Let's turn off the green one to see if there's anything. For 9 years straight, nothing happened. Unemployment went down. Unemployment kept going down after a whole year and a half, almost 2 years of interest rates going up. Interest rates went up here, and unemployment still did the same thing. It just no impact whatsoever. And then suddenly unemployment went way high, and interest rates started dropping a year and a half before unemployment went way high. And coincidentally, this is because of the COVID thing. Unemployment went way high because stocks dumped right here. So this had absolute, and look, after this happened, no interest rate hikes whatsoever, and unemployment came right back down. No interest rate, absolutely zero. Nothing happened with the interest rates from the Fed's perspective. This was whose era? Was this Ben Bernanke or whoever? Anyway, doesn't matter. All these guys are liars anyway. Unemployment goes down, nothing happens. Now they're saying, hey, since we're raising interest rates, unemployment's going down. Bullshit! You didn't do anything and unemployment did this. So there's no correlation with unemployment or inflation. So let's get rid of both of these And look at the next thing. What about the S&P 500? The S&P 500, everyone thinks right now, well, if they raise interest rates, the S&P 500 is going to go down. Well, is that the case? Raise interest rates, S&P 500 go down? Let's look. Raised interest rates for a whole 4 years. S&P 500 did just fine. What? Yeah. This was COVID. This was a coronavirus catastrophe. So, but we know that that's related to something else. So this and this is correlated. But look at the rest of the stuff. S&P 500 did just fine this whole time when there was no interest rate hikes, and when there were a bunch of interest rate hikes. No correlation whatsoever. Let's look further back. Interest rate hikes, S&P 500 went up. Interest rate started to decrease and go lower. S&P 500 stayed the same for most of that time period. It decreased a little bit, lost a little bit of money, and then just went right back up. Really no direct correlation whatsoever. Yeah, but it kind of looks like at least here there's some correlation, doesn't it? Kind of looks like, and we've got like 3 or 4 minutes, 2 minutes until interest rate hikes. So you're going to start seeing some major activity here on Ethereum. Let me enlarge this for you to see what happens. We're betting this thing goes up. I'm going to show you what this looks like right now. This is going to look like something like this. Okay, anyway, this is Ethereum. Let me zoom out so you can take a screen capture. There we go, screen capture time. And then back to this explanation. So you might think, well, there's some correlation here. There looks like there's some correlation there. What we're looking for is perfect correlation, not byproduct correlation. We're looking for causation, not byproduct correlation. Not something that kind of looks like it's a second generation effect. We're looking for a primary cause, and that, my friends, is you're gonna. So let's get rid of the S&P 500. No more S&P 500. You're going to freak out when you see this. Bam. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Interest rates go up, oil prices go up. Oil prices go down, interest rates go down. Nothing happens to oil prices. They stay just about the same. Interest rates stay about the same. Oil prices drop really, really badly. And then within about a year and a half, interest rates go up, oil prices go up. Oil prices crash. This was during the COVID thing when oil prices went negative. Remember that? When oil prices actually went negative? Went down. And then oil prices kept going up. And guess what? During this time period, during this entire time period, from here to here, oil prices only got to previous peak. Only got to the previous peak here. Interest rates didn't move during the previous peak. And there are other reasons where interest rates didn't move here. But the moment we broke previous peak here and started accelerating higher and more expensive than the previous peak here, bam, interest rates start going way up. And guess what? Oil prices went back down again. What does that tell you? Since oil prices have been going, oh shit, holy shit. Oh, look at that. Look at what happened there. Hang on. Woohoo, okay, so we're about 1/3 the way up to our arrow. Anyway, I'm going to continue this conversation. Hold on, let's look at what happened in our Bitcoin Signals private VIP room. We said, hey, close your shorts right now. We're going to do a L1 15x Ethereum might go near liquidation, so set orders 3, 4, 5, 7% lower. And guess what? We started making BAM money. Caught it. Lol, wild. BAM. Look at that. Money. This is how we make money, guys. Because we know, I'm not even... Brady Case says, crazy 1 minute candle, instant 30%. Okay, hold on. But I'm not done explaining this as to why we knew we would go up. Okay, so, okay, let me actually show you what actually happened. Bam. This is what actually happened. If you don't remember any of this history, try and remember it. Keystone Oil Pipeline happened right here, saying Obama wouldn't, basically he's saying, we're not going to compete with you guys in the Middle East. We're not going to compete with the Middle East guys and build our own oil. So Middle East people, you can relax. Suddenly they relaxed and started raising prices of oil. And so because they started raising prices for oil, what America did was, hey, we're trying to be nice here to you guys, and you're raising prices, so we're going to raise interest rates. Because guess what? To buy oil, you have to use the American dollar. Woohoo! So when you use the American dollar, when you borrow the American dollar to buy oil, let's say you're a different country, what's going to happen is they're less likely to buy oil. So if you raise prices, I'm going to make it harder for people to buy your oil using US dollars. And if you don't use US dollars, guess what? We're going to bomb you. That's what the whole Obama thing was about. So when they lowered their prices, all right, let's lower interest rates so more countries can buy more oil cheaper. Isn't that funny how that works? That world thing works? Anyway, so then interest rates were low because they decided, okay, boss, we will not raise oil prices. We will honor our agreement. And so they're like, okay, that's cool. Hey, prices are within range. And suddenly prices went above. So they're like, holy shit, dudes. Your rate, man, I gotta trade this. Anyway, I'm gonna end this right now because I gotta trade.